What's happening, everybody? Today we are checking out the blue-white some more in a bit of a playtesting video. This thing has been shitting the bed like no other lately. It is kind of ridiculous. So it has gone through a lot of iterations. I don't know. I tried to make it a little bit more aggressive. I tried to make it a little bit more reactionary. So I've taken it in both directions, and I don't know. It just can't seem to catch a break. Not to mention the fact that I have been flooded, or I was flooded for like 3 matches in a row, 21 lands in here, and then the one time that all I need to win the match is Angelic Edict, I'm stuck at 4 lands the entire time with the Edict in hand. Like, just as an extra little slap in the dick. But what can you do? I don't know. Calm down. Play this game. It's a very reactionary pile. That's what I want it to be. I want it to be controlling, and then we're drawing cards and doing stuff, and having a fun time and negating that bullshit. Putting it in the yard. This guy did not like that, which is just great. I really enjoy it when people are that excited to leave. That's what I like to see. That hand was okay. If he had a lot of creature threats, we would have been in trouble. So I don't really know if that shows us anything about this deck per se. We're going to have to get a couple more in here to see if this thing is running better or not. It's kind of frustrating to have this guy bounce immediately, pretty much. Man, that's not very good. He mulliganed. I go first. I'm going to take my free mull. That's a little bit better. So what we've come to is kind of what I hope is the best of both worlds. We've got some of the more aggressive plays, but the thing is that they're passively aggressive. If our opponent doesn't play something that worries me, I can get 2 dudes. So, you know, I like all that. I like all that. I don't have any counters, so I might as well use the Wall of Omens here. I know I could have some attackers out there, but I'll just put, you know, it probably would have been a better idea to use the Wall of, or the Raise the Alarm out there. So Kozilek is a bit of an interesting card that we've put in here too. I don't know that it'll stay, but like I was saying, I was getting flooded a ridiculous amount, and we draw a shit ton of cards. And at worst, Kozilek is going to go in and recycle our pile for us because we don't run the artifact that lets you do that and gains you 5 life. So I kind of didn't want to deal with all of that garbage and then have to worry about other shenanigans. Again, we don't have a counter, so I'm just going to Mentor of the Meek here. Hopefully I can rip a land. I was thinking about Think Twicing or Raise the Alarm, but I might as well hold on to the Raise the Alarm because Mentor of the Meek is going to generate a lot of value from the Raise the Alarm, so we might as well see if we can do that. Oh, this is awkward. I haven't seen any of my counters or anything yet, which is not super. If he had tacked in first, he probably could have got away with a little bit of murder there, but again, we don't have any counters, but in this instance, I can Cloud Shift if I need to, so we'll just sit back here, and hopefully this is more what this deck does now. I've got card draw, I've got the Cloud Shift, I've got the Raise the Alarm, I don't have any counters, but we're going to try and generate some counters from the Raise the Alarm. Hopefully I don't have to Cloud Shift, though. So that's the crux of this, is that maybe I have to Cloud Shift if there's some kind of fight mechanic or something coming at me from the other side of the field. I don't want to be caught unaware and just croak. So we're seeing what this guy has to do. We are going to go ahead and Raise the Alarm and draw 2 cards off of it. That works out very well for us. I'm trying to make this as the least combo-y combo deck ever, because I actually hate combos. I'm not a huge fan. And the reason being, of course, that you can't rely on them when you've got other things going on in your life. I am going to go ahead and Wall of Omens here to draw a card. I still have the Cloud Shift open, and now I have the Think Twice open. And I don't want to do that at all, but I will draw the card from here. And now we've got the Voyage's End, which is pretty nice as well. So we've got the Archaeomancers in here. The Archaeomancers are really nice because one of the main removal spells that we're going to utilize in this deck is the RFG mechanic, and which is like Angelic Imprisonment bullshit thing or whatever the hell it's called. So being able to utilize, because we get 4 of them, but being able to use them like 8 times or something ridiculous is a pretty good side effect. I don't know about this. So we tried Attended Knight in here for a bit when it was super aggro, but we decided that that actually wasn't the way to go. He has no green creatures, so I'm going to go ahead and kill this thing with this, and then there's no sense in not just killing both of them, to be honest with you. He did gain a little bit of life there, but I don't know. I mean, I can pick that up. I guess that's why he did that. I guess that's why he was holding on to it and waiting and doing all this, that, and the other. I am going to think twice here, because I can always bounce the 4/4 when it's attacking in, you know what I mean? Alright, I will actually go ahead and play the Wake Up Land, because that way I get to Voyage's End and draw a card, so I don't have like a weird dead turn type thing going on that makes me really sad and makes me frown. I kind of want to pick up this Pride Mate when he can't play it again, so I'm going to allow myself to get smacked here for the 4, because I can take the damage, but I want him to tap down. Oh, you know what? He went ahead and went out of his way to make this decision. Super easy. I'm going to go ahead and Voyage's End that asshole right back into your hand. Thanks for playing. I will keep that on top. That's what I'm going to draw right now. Not exactly the removal we need, but it's not going to hurt us at all. I'll flash this back because who even cares? We're playing stuff all wibbly wobbly now. That's just how we're doing the game. Now, I didn't have any counters at all yet, right? Yeah. But I can recycle the Voyage's Ends there. So I could also just get rid of Kozilek, and that would shuffle up my yard. I could see that Voyage's End again as well, but I've got all these Archaeomancers, so I'm not sure that that's really what I want to do. You know, I'm just gonna pass. There's not much that I'm worried about. He's gonna use 2 of his mana to play that same creature that we already saw before, and we can raise the alarm or do all sorts of stuff here and not have too much to worry about there. So he's utilizing a couple different mechanics from what it looks like. You know, the card draw and the Johnny's Pride Mate and all that sort of stuff. But we'll see if we can't get a favorable block in here with this Surprise Raise the Alarm. He's got a lot of cards. I got a lot of cards. I got a bit more card draw than he does, though. Even though he is green, he could have some stuff for us that would leave me a little upset. I'm going to draw all these cards because I might as well. Land, that's not bad at all. You need a lot of land in this deck, so this is what I'm talking about. See, now this is the perfect kind of tempo for this. I do want a lot of land. I just don't want to be flooded. You know what I mean? Like, I don't need a constant land barrage. Archaeomancer into the Voyage's End. I'll pick that up. I will draw 1 card using that. Okay. And now I'm at 9. See, I would almost say to get rid of my Kozilek, but I don't really need to do that. That's kind of crazy. I almost might as well Voyage's End that Pride Mate, but I don't need to do that either, to be honest with you. I don't want to get rid of my lands or my Kozilek. I think it's going to be Raise the Alarm. I'm going to Voyage's End this, so I just don't have to get rid of a card. And now all I have to get rid of is Voyage's End. But we'll leave that on top, that's fine. Or Raise the Alarm, I mean. Because we were thinking that we could get rid of Kozilek and just shuffle the, you know, the small-ass pile that we have back in. But we don't really need that just yet. We're hitting all our land drops right on time. Our negate is obviously closed because we had to, you know, I bounced that Thanol main phase. I felt the need to so that I didn't have to get rid of cards, but Kozilek's not too far off, and he is going to go down there and just fuck shit up, so that'll be pretty nice. But we got a lot of big boys over there that are going to be a problem as well. Play this blue mana. And I'm gonna say go. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We need 2 mana left when we get to where we're going. I'm trying to figure out how many cards I can draw off of the Archaeomancer Cloud Shift combo. It costs 2 every time. So I think just once. Because I need to be able to have my bounce open. If I had bounce in my hand, I wouldn't even be contemplating this, but I do have to shift out an Archaeomancer at some point to bounce one of these 8/8s. Because I can't have them stomping across the field as much as they like. Kind of need to deal with that. You know what? I'll go ahead and negate this as well. I don't need to deal with that today. So that's 6. I need... Man, there's some complicated math in this pile, that's for sure. Alright, so what I do is I block here. I block here. And that's enough stop. Cloud shift this guy. What? What could he have? There is no instant speed. Unless, can he give... No, he can't give that guy protection. So that comes out. That's going to get the cloud shift back for me. I'm going to draw 1 card. Oh, he does not a fan, evidently. It's gonna bounce back into my hand. I cloud shift again. This guy, yeah, I was right on the math on this, but the math is kind of scary. I will say that. And then I can pay the 1. Sure. I draw that. This gets back in my hand. I have Voyage's End. Oh, I should have blocked. Yeah, that's what I should have done, but it's all fine. Because I could have taken no damage at all here, and I took some. I took a little bit. But I don't know. This seems kind of okay, because I am going to get the opportunity to cast this Kozilek soon, so that's not terrible by any stretch of the imagination. And I've got the Cloud Shift in hand, so I don't even have to worry about it, because I can just get the Voyage's End back. I mean, this isn't a bad deal. I'm going to keep playing against this computer just to make sure that this works the way that I want it to. But then I think that'll be it for this, and we'll just see you guys again when we have more concrete evidence in the form of this deck 60. Because I think that we might be there. I think we might have seen everything that I want to see. So Genesis Hydra is kind of shit, so he can go ahead and knock himself out with the Genesis Hydra computer. That's interesting. You get the Elder of Laurels, which does kind of suck, but I couldn't have stopped that anyway because Genesis Hydra does it regardless. I don't like Elder of Laurels being out though at all. At all. I wonder if the computer's gonna attack all out. No, just this. Interesting. Okay, so I can block there, right? And then I don't have to block the 9/9, actually. Do you have, like, surprise life gain or something, or...? No, there hasn't been a lot of life gain, so let's pull that guy back. Let's double block this guy. There. And then just put a 1/1 in front of that. And then say go and stop, and now we cloud shift the Archaeomancer. I just want to make sure I have this down. Swift Justice does... Yeah, you do you, my friend. Oh, you poor misguided gentleman. Get the cloud shift back. I can do this a lot this time. Pay 1. Yes, please. Cloud shift comes back in my hand. Cloud shift. This guy. I can do it at least one more time, I think. Pay 1. It needs to be the blue. Angelic Edict, that's a pretty good draw. And then... No, I can do it one more time. Man, the math on this is really hard, you guys. Shit. You know, not like hard as in my brain's gonna explode out of my ass, but hard as in this is quite the goddamn deck. Alright, and then that gets the Cloud Shift back, and then now I think that was trying to not let me utilize this, which really bummed me out. Voyage's End, yes. And now I say no to this. Do not draw a card. I get the Voyage's End in my hand. I use the Voyage's End to bounce the 10-9. 10-9 bounces back. That can... I mean, really, I don't need it. And I've got enough mana to just play Kozilek, so I will just play Kozilek now. I think I killed something there. I'm not entirely sure. Oh, God, that guy's a little bit late, but it doesn't even matter, because Kozilek, Butcher of your face, is now officially on the field and ready to have a little bit of fun. So I don't need 2 Talrands, that's for sure. Skip, go. I like Talrand as a kind of crowd control type of guy here. Get rid of 1 Talrand, get rid of, you know, raise the alarm. I want to keep those guys in there and the counters in there. Dissolve, got to keep that. Wall of Omens. This land I don't really need. Shit, I'll just get rid of one of these Archaeomancers too. Alright, I think we've got this down. I think we know how to use this deck. I think this deck is actually pretty strong now that we've strung this together. We might be in business here. Oh, what is this garbage? Oh, Mentor the Meek. I still have to be kind of careful here, though, because there's a lot of bullshit that could still happen. I mean, that's the number of creatures you control, Elder Laurels, and that ability can activate for sure, so... Alright, well, I guess not, but whatever. So we got that guy. I'm going to RFG the Elder Laurels and that guy. So, you know, I really like to play the Talrand first. Well, let's attack and see what happens. Maybe I don't have to deal with that. Maybe he just kills the 12-12. Which would be insane, because I can... I mean, that would work out really well for me. Alright. Cloud Shift. This guy. So then I should have just played the Talrand first. But this is pretty much over. I mean, now we're just doing a demo of how fucking broken this is. Voyage's End, the 2-2. Put that on the bottom. Yeah, I mean, once this deck turns on, it's all over. It's all over. And now I can just... I'm just going to RFG the Elder Laurels because I don't want to deal with it. Removed from game. Holy shit. What a crazy... These matches get really huge and nuts and stupid, and then they get a little bit more manageable. But I actually think that we've got a 60 for this all settled. So I assume that I will see you guys later. I'm just going to keep on trucking here. Just keep on keeping on. But this is pretty much over. I mean, I'll just RFG that too. I don't give a shit anymore. Because I can just Archaeomancer, get my RFGs back, and just keep on going. We'll play this Talrand. And I'm going to Angelic Edict this 1-5. Talrand makes me a buddy. That thing is gone. Still got to think twice. I get to just bash with this awesome 12-12 all day. Yeah, I don't know. This seems pretty good. Thanks a lot for watching, you guys. I really appreciate it, and I will see you all next time.